Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to see all of you today here again. I want to say sorry, first of all, for this long period of my break. It was kind of vacation, and due to my personal and family issues, I'm really sorry I wasn't able to continue our meetings. But for now, everything is fine. Thanks for everybody who was supporting me all this time, who remembered me all this time. And I'm really happy to see all of you again. And I hope our meeting from now on will be again useful and helpful for you as it was before. I hope. I knew that some new people appeared on the channel. Of course, that's natural. Some of you don't know me, but I hope you will like my episodes also, and you will find my advices helpful. Hello, Global Bloodstock. Haven't seen you for ages. Nice to meet you. Very happy to see you. And of course, guys, I want to let you know that I remember all of you. Of course, not new people. Not new people. I don't know. I don't remember. But all those guys who were present on all my live episodes and who were commenting all the time, and we were like one big family, and we have very good and nice atmosphere at our meeting. So I'm very happy. I remember all your stories, all your names, specific way of communications, your issues, guys. So don't even think I forget about somebody. So it's practically like 1 year passed since I was here last time with you. I got more experience because, I'm still communicating with some foreign people, listen to their stories, trying to help to some of you. So I have my new ideas, my new vision, but not, of course, my conceptual ideas, So I'm still in my mind, okay, but I have some new things to share with you, to tell you, and of course I will teach you. Don't worry, I will explain all of you. Hello, Tracy. Nice to see you. Hello, guys. Good morning to everybody. Thanks. I had my free time, to spend with my family and for myself. So I changed a little bit my style. So I hope you like it. Great to see all of you guys. I'm very pleased that you still remember and that really you find time to come today and to be this evening. In Ukraine, it's evening. For you, it's morning, yes. And I'm very happy to see all of you. So today, guys, we have like kind of live Q&A, I'm all yours. So you have this great chance also to communicate with me, to ask your hot burning questions. Maybe you didn't have a chance. Maybe some of you didn't visit our channel. By the way, guys, do me a great favor. As always, you remember, please subscribe to our channel by simply clicking notification bell button, just simply clicking here in the lower right of the screen. In this way, you will never miss our episodes. And please like our video. Also, guys, I want to let you know that we keep doing our live episodes for you in order to help you, in order to teach you more, to make you more successful, not only to find you beautiful Ukrainian woman, but also to help you to build good, healthy, and happy relationship with her. And of course, not only to build relationship, but also to keep growing and being a good partner for Ukrainian women, because they're a little bit special. They have bad points and good points, and in this way I will share with you all my ideas. You remember that there is no taboo questions on our episodes, okay, while we're interacting. So no problem. You can ask me all questions, private, personal, political, social, intimate, whatever you would like to know about relationship, Ukrainian women, our lifestyle, mentality. So whatever you would like to know about our beautiful country and our beautiful women and people in general. So you are always welcome. Always, I will be happy to hear your feedback. Of course, it's very important for me. Sorry, guys. Sorry, some technical issues. Yes, we continue. And guys, I'm very I'm looking for feedback from you, and I want to hear what you want to hear from me also. It's very important because, we keep sharing and discussing practically the same topics. Of course, something is changing here, something is changing in your mind because you're training a lot yourself, you're listening, you're watching, you're reading some different resources, and that's very important. And I hope some of you already well trained, well prepared, before coming maybe to Ukraine, or maybe before building some relationship with new lady. Maybe you are just on the way for doing this. But also any topics you would like to be discussed here, any topics. It will be much easier for me to hear from you what you really gonna listen, what you really want to hear. And maybe you have some issues, some personal stories, maybe you have some doubts in your relationship, maybe you online communicating with someone, or just ready to come for your beautiful first date. All this we can discuss. So don't forget this. From now on, we will meet with you every Saturday, same time. It will be 10 a.m. Eastern time. So no doubts, okay, if Earth will still be here, okay. And I see lots of guys joined us today. Let me see if I see people who was last time with me. Yes, guys, you see also the link how you can register Global Bloodstock. Hi, Vita, I'm coming to Sumi in early December. Perfect. If you are free for the coffee or day, we would be good to say hello to the great Vita in person. Of course, why not? No problem. Absolutely. We can discuss your story, or if you need some advice, that's no problem. So guys, new member Lloyd Ren, okay, nice to meet you. Please welcome, subscribe to our channel, like our episodes. In this way, guys, you help us to grow, and the more viewers we have, the more motivated we are. And actually we have great motivation to create some new stories, some new episodes, to open new topics for you, just to make you happier. What I want to mention, Tracy, what you make? Haha. William Shell, you're beautiful. Thanks. I'm trying. Tracy, you make some joke. I'm trying to find this joke because Global Bloodstock was saying it was funny. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody, for nice words. I'm really pleased. I'm a little bit shy today, so because I didn't do these live streams for 1 year practically, so I need a little bit practice again. And of course, I need your support and your emotional feedback, okay? And I hope everybody will be happy from now on. And I'm waiting for some topics, for some questions, for some personal questions. Maybe if you have some questions regarding your girlfriend and you want to know something, maybe you have some doubts, maybe something is going on, but you're not sure if it's right or not because you're not sure about our mentality. By the way, in one of our next episodes, I would like to discuss the topic about difference of mentality. I know that we discuss it a lot of times, yes, from different points of view. But, for the last year, I have met some people who really had some issues and problems during their relationship. And, the strangest thing was that people really had chemistry and they really fall in love with each other and everything was fine. But difference in mentality, believe me, it's a huge gap between two different nationalities. It's not like Ukraine and Europe, okay? So maybe there is not such a big difference, but like Asian people, Eastern people, and even American people, I have a lot of friends in America and we share our views, some stories and everything. Sometimes it's really surprising, even still for me, how different we are. So that's very important to learn as much as you can during these streams and these live episodes. And of course, reading some articles, maybe some different resources, no matter what. But I understood that only love and chemistry and passion is not enough to be happy in relationship. It's not only between Ukrainian women and foreign men, not. It's always between different people, even of the same nation. But between Ukrainians and Americans, let's say, or Ukrainians and Indians, or Arabian guys, or whatever, like two different nationalities, that's really huge gap, and you really need to be ready and to be well prepared to understand and to be flexible. Flexibility, loyalty, that's the main things, I guess, which will help you to build a really happy relationship. Because if you're not ready to understand, and if you're not ready to accept another point of view of your partner, even if it looks strange for you, anyway, you have to be flexible. In this way, you will be happy and your marriage can last for a long time, and you, both partners, will be happy and satisfied in this relationship. If not, believe me, love will fade away very quickly, and nothing will stay with you. So please get ready for that. Also, in one of our next episodes, I would like again to get back to that topic, which I guess practically maybe everything about red flags and scams. You know why I'm interested in that topics? Because as you guys get more and more prepared, and more more information, you read, you watch, you talk to another people, you visit some forums, you watch some YouTube bloggers. So that's understandable. But don't forget that Ukrainian women, they are also getting more wise, because they know it's not so easy to trick you now. They know, they see also all those articles, they communicate with some girls, another one, and foreign people, and they know that you guys aware. So they are aware also, and they're trying to train them more. And in this way, there is some other type of scam now. We won't get into too much details now, but just as an idea, it's kind of long-term scam. It's very easy, and it was always very easy, like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years before, when the foreign guy just came to Ukraine and he met his dream woman, beautiful Ukrainian woman. And immediately on the first date, or even during online chatting, girls start to hint or to ask for some money, for some presents. This trick with dropping your mobile phone, that's not surprise for anybody. I guess nobody will be caught by this trick already. Okay, so I hope everybody got this lesson. So it's not the reason to buy a new iPhone immediately the first evening and the first time you meet your girl. But now girls, they are trying to fish, how it is to say, more fat fish. Of course, this concerned more to rich guys, not to average and not to poor men with low income. Any kind of man can try their luck in Ukraine, not only guys who has a lot of money, who has yachts, villas and whatever, but also average people. And some of Ukrainian women, they are really looking for average men. They're just looking for good person. You remember, not for money. They're just looking for the good provider, for the good person next to them, for the person who can take care about their kids if she's a single mother. Okay, and they just want to spend their old ages just with a good person. So that's very important. So for average guys, that's not so much risk, but for rich guys who really has good income and who like to show off and who like to boast maybe with their incomes and their property and all what they have, they can really become a victim, because the girls now, they make kind of plan and prepare some long-term scam, as I call it. So they just never ask you at the early beginning. They're waiting for a few months until you really get involved into a relationship, until you really fall in love with her. And actually, they never ask for nothing. They're very shy, very modest. never complain, just explain about their life in normal way. You will never understand she's waiting for someone. And when you fall in love, and when you are sure she is a real good one, and maybe she's the one, that beautiful Ukrainian woman, here is the moment you get into trap. Because for now, practically all foreigners, they're aware of how they can be scammed. They know all main red flags. We will mention them again, and maybe some new tendency um, in this way. So they're just waiting until you are completely ready, fall in love, and ready to do things. And then they started. And then you get confused because for few months your girl will never asked you about something. And I met some guys, I talked to them, and they showed me the photo of the girl. For me, it's sometimes like one click, I look at photo of girl, or you and the girl, your partner, and I can understand if it's scam or not, if you're a good couple or not. I have just this insight, because I'm experienced in this sphere. But for you, sometimes, of course, it also helps your man ego to grow. Okay, that's understandable. And you, of course, pleased that you have very nice woman, maybe even younger than you. So you're happy, and you never had some red flags in relationship, just normal everyday communication. Don't be fool and wait for these red flags. And some of them can be, of course, if you're very attentive. So, guys, they start to ask you something when it's too late. So in this way, be very careful. And I hope our meetings will help you to be careful, even more careful. Of course, don't forget, there are still a lot of beautiful Ukrainian women who are single, who really are good people with a good character, with maybe sometimes a really hard life, and they really need your help, And you remember, you always need to help your woman, but only then, when you are sure she's the only one, and it's not like scamming. So you need time, and you need to compare all things. You need to analyze all stuff. So in this way, if you are sure, if you're not sure, you can always ask. If something disturb you, maybe you have some concerns, we can always discuss, and it will be very useful for another guys. So, guys, what else I want to say? Don't forget that from now on, we are meeting with you every Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. So prepare your questions all the time. It will be also interactive. Of course, we will discuss some specific topic, and we will have always time to interact with you, because last time we didn't have a lot of time due to some moments, but we will change it a little bit. And of course, I see that live interacting is very important for you, because you want just answers online immediately, and that's very important. Okay, so Benny Lopez, religion topic. What religion are Ukrainian women are practicing? In general, they are Christian. In general, we have also evangelists, some Baptist, some people now are involved in some Eastern culture, like for example, they practice yoga, Buddhism. That tendency is very popular now, but not for everybody. You need to be a specific person, and you need to find this girl in the specific place, maybe some club, maybe some forum, maybe some specific society. But in general, we are Christian, in general. But of course, some people can be of different relationship. Maybe some of girls were married with some Muslim guy. Don't forget, some Ukrainian women are not against being a Muslim if they really love their husband. No problem for them. Some of them not against even being closed and using this hijab and everything. It depends on the character. So in general, Christian, but can be some deviations, Purna Chanda, Jetla, Guys, I'm sorry if I'm not reading your names correctly, okay? You can always correct me, but if something that's not intentionally, so please forgive me. In this way, is Ukrainian girl honestly in family life without divorce in her whole life? May I marry a Ukrainian girl? Yeah, why not? Everybody can marry Ukrainian girl. The problem is to find real and honest and good one, and to be able to create this relationship and to build up family, to be a good father maybe for your future kids or for the kids she has from the previous marriage. That's the main important. About honesty, that's a difficult question. I cannot give guarantee for all 100% of Ukrainian women, because people are different everywhere. You can always find good people in India, but you can always find bad people in India. As far as in America, in Ukraine, in Belarus, in Turkey, in Dominicana, whenever. So it depends on the person. It depends on her lifestyle. Of course, it depends on the family where she grew up and the lifestyle, how she was growing up. And it depends, of course, on her experience. So experience, if she was married, if she was hurt by Ukrainian man, if she had bad experience, of course, she will be more cautious, maybe more aggressive, but it depends how much she was hurt. In other way, maybe after getting bad experience, she'll really appreciate getting new and really good men. So in this way, she will try to do her best to improve relationship. Maybe she analyzed her own mistakes. So it's up to you and up to women. I cannot lie to you, and I cannot tell, I'm not telling sweet lies. I'm telling always truth, and you always should remember, even if you don't like what I'm telling, anyway, that's true. So it's up to you to accept this idea or not, but anyway, it's true. So in this way, Purna, I hope you get my answer. You always can try your luck. And of course, it depends, guys. Always remember on the country where you live. It always remember on your income, on your financial position, on your personal characteristic, how you look like, your personal presentation, how you will date with her, what kind of boyfriend you will be during relationship, how much you will support her, not only financially but emotionally also. Ukrainian women are very, very emotional, and I understand it more and more. We guys, Ukrainian women, are very open emotionally. Don't forget this. In this way, Ukrainian women different from all other women all over the world, I guess. We used to open our soul, and we used to share our emotions and feelings always, and we always waiting for your man's feedback. So when you come in the evening, always talk to her. If you will sit and watch TV and she will be just cooking, no emotional feedback, so she will be offended, then upset, then angry, and then problems started. So always remember, never close yourself. Talk to her. All problems can be discussed. And that's the very good point about Ukrainian women. If you're a good couple and if you have real feelings, you can always discuss everything and you can come to some conclusion. So that's the most important. Hope you get my answer. Global Bloodstock, the joke was about Harry being 94 and slow to the broadcast. Yeah, by the way, no Harry here today with us, so he missed our episodes. Maybe he found his love already, maybe he's not interested, so who knows, maybe he didn't see notification. We never know, but anyway, everybody is welcome, so don't forget. Okay, whatever we have. Siva Kumar, can I speak to you? Yes, of course. Please ask your questions. I'm here live, all for you, my time for you, and my answers for you. So my help, whatever I can be helpful for you, you're always welcome. Good afternoon. I'm traveling to Zaporizhia on the 27th. My lady and I have talked for 3 years. What should I expect? 3 years. Just online? 3 years, I can tell you, I would like to know, first of all, how old are you and how old is your girlfriend? That's very important. How big the age difference and how often is your communication? If it's on everyday base, if it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, what did you eat today? How was your day? How are your kids? What's the weather in Ukraine? What's the weather in your country? Blah, blah, blah. What do you think about political situation, about your new president? Whatever, whatever. So if it's like this, then great, then great. If the woman was talking to you in this way for 3 years, that's a good sign. I hope she doesn't have someone here. Also remember, and I mentioned this many, many times, our old visitors, guys who have been here 1 year ago, they know for sure that if the woman never answer you on the specific time over the phone, it can be some red flag. Maybe she has someone, maybe she closed her phone for the night not to be disturbed. So be careful about these things. What you can expect, it depends on what kind of communication you have now. Of course, you need to bring some present for her. Don't forget, for the first date you should be with flowers, with sweets preferable. If she has kids, I don't know if she has or not, don't forget about presents for kids. And of course, would be good if you bring some presents for her mom or dad or sister, whatever. No need to bring something gorgeous, something very expensive or luxury. Something nice and pleasant, maybe some souvenir, some traditional or national thing from your country. Believe me, people will appreciate it, and you will get this likeness from her relatives or maybe from her friends. I hope you can expect much more. And if you have chemistry, I don't know how long you are going to stay with her. 1 week, 2 weeks, so maybe you even get sex. Not on the first date, of course, but who knows if you get maybe already discussed some sex topics, some intimate topics. Why not? Can be after 3 years, but be attentive if it was good and right communication. And I'm not sure if you supported her financially, if you sent ever money for her for these 3 years. That's also very important. So just be prepared to make nice evenings with her, to go somewhere. Don't sit only in restaurants. Go to cinema, walk along the streets. So the weather still, I hope, will let you do this. So make it more interesting, more interactive, and also try to figure out some plan before, because our Ukrainian women, they like that you have ideas, that you have some, that you propose her and you are initiative. In this way, I hope everything will be fine. And update us, please, after you're coming back, after your first date. We will be happy to hear the results and how it was. Okay, hope you get my answer. Oliver, hello, beautiful Vita. Greetings from Phoenix, Arizona. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. You're welcome to ask your questions. If you're on the way to a beautiful Ukrainian lady, maybe you have some bad experience or good experience. Aaron, tell us of successful marriages, recent and past, with marriage guarantee. For this question, guys, I'm not sure I can reply now correctly. Okay, I will check the statistics, and if you want, I will update you next time, okay? Because I'm not involved now in any organization as it was before, okay? I'm here just to help you. So, but if you're interested, I know that some marriages, we have some marriages during this last year, but I will update you, okay? Remind me next time. Ask this question once again. I will check and let you know. Okay. Tracy, I have a friend here who is from Poltava, and she's a wellspring of information and insight. Great. So you have one great resource to get some useful and, I hope, honest information to help you to be successful. Tracy, I remember your story. Story was very specific, and we have still a lot to discuss. How are things with your lady? If I'm not mistaken, she's from Lugansk region, right? So how are things with her? And I guess it's time for you, if you still didn't do it, to meet with her and to set some fat notes, to clarify the situation, to there or to there, to the right or to the left. So waiting for your update also, Tracy. But situation was really difficult about her son, I remember, and really it's kind of trap. Like you have some feeling and you are in a very long-term relationship, but it was some red flags about her passport, if I am not mistaken. Yes, I hope everything will be fine. So update us, okay? Or if you have some specific questions still regarding this, you're welcome. Maybe guys also will be interested to hear that. Okay, Purna. I'm an Indian. I'm doing tiny jobs here and economically poor guy, age 35. Oh my God, where it jumped. Oh my God. 1 second, guys. I lost the question. I know only my local language. Have any employment there? I have to settle there and start a new life. Oh, that's difficult situation regarding India. Yes, I have been communicating with Indian guys. Also, I have my own vision about Indian people and getting to India for Ukrainian women. That's really difficult. I'm not telling you that there is no hope, but it makes your situation much more complicated. First of all, India. Still, I'm not sure if you just knew on our channel. I have a very good video from last year about what Ukrainian people in general, not only women, think about India and coming to India. So we have this a little bit negative vision of country, of economical situation. That's not my idea, okay, once again, and that's not insulting and offensive, by the way. So that's just general idea of our people and why they're afraid to go to India. But of course, if you live here in Ukraine, if you attend some organizations, some meetings, some societies, if you walk along the streets, if you know local language, your age is quite good age, and if you will be able to find some job here, I think only from then you can start. Because I won't tell you lie, Ukrainian women no longer love poor men and they don't want to go to India to live with poor men. So you need to be at least like average, on the average position. You need to have some good job, but you just need to work on it. If you really want Ukrainian woman, there is always chance. If you look good, there is always chance. If you're a good person, why not? Everybody can do it. So I think everybody can do it if he has right approach. So if you put some efforts in this, some tryings, you try your best, you learn, you try to improve maybe some aspects of your life, why not? Everything is possible. Okay, global bloodstock. I hear about scams, and this is a reason why I have been reluctant to visit Ukraine. I have been speaking to a girl, but my thoughts are always she's trying to scam me. This is not a good way to start. Global bloodstock, I need to hear all your story in general. What kind of red flags you have? What makes you feel concerned? What makes you worry? What hints she's making? She's asking for money or for what? Or presents? Or she's constantly complaining that she has a bad health, or she has sick child, or she didn't pay for gas. That's, by the way, one of the latest new scam method. Pay for my gas, please, because everybody all over the world now know that the gas is very expensive. The price are getting higher every month, and new politicians makes life even more harder than it was before. So I have a very huge debt, maybe for 1 or 2 years. So my gas can be cut, and it's very cold in my apartment. Yeah, that's a new tendency. Be very aware about this. And if the debt is really bad, about gas, electricity, water, house expenses, because it sounds reasonable, because really a lot of women has this problem. Okay, I won't say it cannot be. It can be. It's a problem, okay? But if the debt is too big, you can always ask for the paper, for the bill, okay? And if you're not sure, you can always send photo here and we can check. So there should stay the name of the owner of the apartment, or who is gonna pay for that bill. If you are sure and if you see really and you want to help, it's up to you. But remember, there is no too big debts now in Ukraine regarding this, because system now works like this. If you don't pay for 2 months, even for 1 month, you will start to get notification messages. After 2-3 months, they start to become threatening. And believe me, after 6 months not paying, my name was in database by mistake for some apartment, I don't know of who, some Armenian guy. Believe me, people were calling me for 2 years, practically like few times a week, asking me for paying debt. At last, I was really angry and furious, and I say, check the phone. And my phone was on database, but it was apartment and address absolutely of different person. As far as I understood, this guy didn't pay for 1 year for house expenses like water, gas, electricity, garbage, and whatever can be. So last time I start to get calls from not police, but special service, these collectors. And the messages were quite threatening. Then I was really angry and I was rude, and they delete my phone after checking everything. They delete my phone from database. Maybe some people mistake, in just one number. So don't forget, person cannot have here debt like 2-3 years, like huge debt, because gas will be just easily cut. So that's for you. And now a lot of Ukrainian women try to use you in this way, like paying my expenses, because everybody aware about difficult situation in Ukraine. So always ask for bill and always check. Okay, no problem. Hope you got my answer. Ravi, I am 50. Can I get 35-year-old? I'm very well settled. Yes, Ravi, why not? As I told before, it depends on what country you live, and it depends on how you look like, because we know sometimes men at their 50 can look like, oh my God, like really nice, attend gym, have a healthy way of life, not smoking, not drinking, swimming, jogging, climbing, making some tourism, and person young inside, listening to the music and whatever. So why not? 15 years, that's okay. 15 years, that's okay. And 35-year-old woman, she's not so young as you think here in Ukraine. Probably she's divorced. Probably she has some kids. Why not? But she's experienced. She knows what she wants already. Probably she got some position in her life. That's no problem. 15 years, that's fine, but not more, by my opinion. Okay, John, I'm new here and I saw your last podcast, but you never the question about age gap. No, I had a lot, John. I had a lot of videos, and practically in every video I was mentioning this age gap. I can tell for you and maybe for some new visitors here, my concern is maximum 10-15 years. It's not only about foreign people and Ukrainian people. It's also about statistic here in Ukraine. And it's psychologically, physically, biologically, 10-15 years, not more. So if you want to be on the same page, you need to be from the same generation. You need to listen same music. You need to read same books. You need to be in the same childhood. Because, I can tell you, I can give you an example. My elder daughter, she's 12 now, and she's listening some specific music, okay? I'm not appreciate it because I think it's stupid. But anyway, I want to be modern mother, so I'm listening with her. We are dancing, discussing, watching all these stupid clips and movies, okay? But anyway, I switched on for them, turned on some music from our generation. Lady in Red, I hope, Chris de Burgh, everybody knows, Sandra, Modern Talking, Head Away in 90s, for some people, for young people, this music sounds funny. For me, it sounds perfect because I know some of these songs, they're like about 30 years already and they're still popular. If you listen, you never bored from this music. You feel the text, you feel the sense, the meaning, and you like the music. So I saved some of all songs for my list, okay, for my favorites. But for my daughter, it was funny. That's the difference. Even in such a small things like music, movies, some traditions, some generation issues, when you discuss it, you remember, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yes, I remember. It was so nice. Yes, but if the age gap is too big, you can never be on the same page. So you will never understand each other. She will consider you are too old or boring, and you will think she's too shallow-minded, maybe not interested in classic things, okay? Like too old movies. For you, maybe it's nostalgia, it's a history, because we were grown up on that music, on that books, and on those songs and everything. You understand what I mean? So everything must be 10, maximum 15 years. That's my absolute concern. And I'm sure when it's 20, 25 years old, that's not good. Think about biological side as well. You need to be active as she is. So if you don't want to be horny one day, and if you want to satisfy your woman, you always should be so active as she is in her 30s. So think about that moment also. Hope you get my answer. Siva Kumar, I'm Indian, black. Can I marry Ukrainian girl? You can, but it will be difficult. You can, but it will be difficult. It depends also on how much religious you are and how much you want to involve her in your religion, what kind of frames you're going to put for her, and some limitations. And it depends if you're loyal and flexible, if you're going to accept her traditions, her national moments, issues, that depends how you will build your relationship. But can be some difficulties in this way. Tracy, since most guys go into Ukraine either have never been there before or not frequently, we don't know about places to go and fun things to do for a date. Tracy, come on, we discussed these things many times last year. We even went to Kiev and showed you. Yes, but we can do one episode about Ukraine in general, because if I will just talk about Sumy, okay, I can mention some really good restaurants. Believe me, a lot of foreigners in Sumy, and we have really good restaurants of good quality with good prices and really good cuisine where you can enjoy. We have really good cinemas. We have two big and nice parks, some entertainment places for kids, and also some enjoyment place. We have perfect bowling, by the way, really good one. And if you like, it's with music, with food, beer, you can drink, dance, enjoy your playing. So we have places, but that won't be so much interesting. If you want about Ukraine in general, so okay, maybe one day I can prepare, Tracy, this topic, like main cities, like you like to visit, like maybe Vinnytsia, Lviv, Kiev, Zaporozhye, Odessa, maybe some main historical places, maybe some resort places like Zakarpattia, Carpathian Mountains, where you can go all year round, not only in winter. In winter, it's beautiful. And in winter, you can always enjoy snow, climbing, skiing, okay, and all this food burnt on fire, some grilled food, like traditional Western Ukrainian food and mentality. Of course, that's for you to have an idea. But it's also good to go there in summer, in spring, because nature is lovely, air is fresh always, and people are very hospitable. So why not? But as for the big city, of course, every city has their local places of interest, historical places, and of course some entertainment places like clubs, discos, cinemas, museums, exhibitions, whatever you would like. But we can do, Tracy, in general, if you meant this. Sunny Lot, hello. Fabulous for giving such a helpful information. I hope, guys, they will be helpful for you. So don't be shy. If you have some questions, you're welcome. Okay. Kevin, didn't get your question. Yoga with what? Yoga, you mean yoga? Yoga, I mean like spot direction, yoga, all this gymnastics, yoga concerned with Eastern mentality, Asian in general, like Buddhism, spirituality, mantras, all this stuff. It's a new tendency here in Ukraine, starting to become really popular. People gather in some societies, organizations. People try to be involved in this atmosphere. So read some specific literature, and that's actually specific and positive, optimistic and relaxing way of thinking, which can help some Ukrainian people to survive here, because we have too much negative things now due to our political situation and difficult economical situation. Yoga and mantras and meditation can help people. So I hope I understood correctly your question, and you got my answer. Okay, I love yoga. It's very good for body, not only for body, but for spiritual condition of person. Yes, I was dreaming to start practicing this, but never have time and maybe real desire to really start it. Okay, Dash 545. Hi Vita, welcome back. Nice to meet you. Do you think Ukrainian language is easier to pronounce than Russian? Never, ever think about this. I learned Russian for a few days and I gave up because very difficult to pronounce. No, Ukrainian language is much more difficult. And that's completely different languages. You can find some same words which are similar. Okay, maybe you can understand. I can give you as an example. Some people can understand him, mama, mother, okay, in English. So mama in Russian, and in Ukrainian it will be mamo. Okay, looks like the same. But let's say good night. In Russian will be спокойной ночи. In Ukrainian will be на добраніч. In Russian they have specific sounds like g. And Ukrainian language practically doesn't have sound g, and we have like throat sound like g. G. It's regarding between g and h. So it's very difficult to pronounce for Russian people. They never talk like this. And for Ukrainian people, it's very difficult to pronounce like g. I had very funny moment. It was kind of anecdote. I have been working in Turkey as a guide, and there were majority of Russian tourists. And the word guide in Russian, it's gid. But we Ukrainians pronounce this like hid. You see, like throat sound coming in out of the throat. And I was telling to the tourist from Russia that the guide will be assisting there during the whole trip, because I was like a guide explaining how the trip will be, blah, blah, blah. And she couldn't understand me. I was trying to pronounce the word for practically 10 times, and she say hid, what does it mean, hid? And I couldn't understand why she doesn't understand me. And then I say gid, and she said, gid, guide. Okay, at last. Then I understood by my h, people always will differentiate me from Russian into Ukrainian. And it was really difficult for me. I have been working on my pronunciation, like really pure, clear Russian pronunciation. I didn't have practical accent like after 1 year or so. And then people start to tell me, people from Russia, from Moscow, St. Petersburg, you practically, you are from Russia, yes? I say, no, I'm Ukrainian. They say, no, you don't have any accent. So if we talk Ukrainian, Russian people will never understand it. And especially western part of Ukraine, the language is absolutely different. It's a lot of borrowings from Polish, from Hungarian, from that part. So it's confused a little bit. And even though I can speak perfectly in Ukrainian, read and watch TV in Ukrainian, for me, no difference between Russian and Ukrainian. Yeah, some difference, some light difference, small one, but not so much. But Russian people cannot understand Ukrainian. All Ukrainians, of course, for sure, 100% understand and know Russian. But my advice to learn Russian, anyway, it's more useful. Anyway, even its tendency and new fashion now to learn Ukrainian, and we are struggling for our national and governmental language to become like a prior language, Ukrainian. But anyway, a majority of people in Ukraine, they talk Russian. And it's up to you. If you're going to live in Ukraine, okay, that will be good idea to learn Ukrainian. If you're a student here, or you have some job, or you are going to stay for a few years here, that's a good idea. But if you come here just as a tourist, or you want to learn language for better communication with your girlfriend, it's much easier to learn Russian. Ukrainian pronunciation will be much more harder for you. Okay, hope you're satisfied. Tracy, don't confuse people. They're not similar. They have some similar things, but not so much as you think. If I will talk to some people who understand Russian here in Ukrainian, maybe you can never understand. Okay. Good luck, Tracy. Tracy, yes, Elena is still in Lugansk. Her son is 19 and will be 20 in January. I contact with her and possibly going to meet her again in April or May. It's again very big distance, time distance. It's like, you're losing your time, you're wasting your time. Every month, especially if we are talking like situation about like your situation, like 10 years, 11 years for now. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not forget these small particular things. So in April, May, it will be like practically 12 years. That's too much for online communication. Either she is too desperate or she's expecting some steps from you, really difficult one. Or you need to wait for a few years more when situation will be stabilized. Now, maybe Lugansk and Donetsk region will get their separate status, their specific status, okay? And maybe the guy will be able to leave the country. So let's hope for that, okay? Let's cross fingers. Okay. Mihir, thanks for information, Vita. You're always welcome, and I'm very happy to help in any possible way. Good luck, Tracy. I don't feel comfortable going to her city. No, Tracy. I don't let you go to Lugansk. Never, ever. I can tell you guys, some very funny things happened. I found one of my relatives. He found me. And my grandfather had a brother. And this brother had son, and the son had son. So he is my the guy is my cousin, like double cousin. I'm not sure how to tell this correctly in English, like double cousin. Okay, and he found me via Facebook. He was looking for me for many years. I just saw the same last name, but never reply. And then he asked me about my grandfather. He lives in Russia, in Rostov. And I remember even when I was small girl, they came to visit us and they brought a lot of fish, because Rostov, it's a place where a lot of fish, like big one, and caviar and nice. I remember all this stuff. They invited me to visit them. I can tell you, though, I was very happy to find my cousin after practically 20 years. Oh, no, 30 years. Sorry, 30 years I haven't seen him. 30 years. I was small, like maybe 10, not more, when I last saw him. I denied to go there because I asked him how I can get to Rostov. He say via Mariupol, Lugansk border. I say no. Never I will do it. I am Ukrainian. I don't want to stay on the borderline for many days. or maybe even some idiot will find something suspicious in my visit to Russia, maybe will catch me. Whatever can happen. Tracy, never have this idea once again in your mind. I don't let you go there, okay? If she want to meet you, she is not in isolated area. She is not in prison. She can go to Kiev or Kharkov or whatever on Ukrainian territory. That's not a problem for her. But for you as a foreigner, that can be a problem. So if she want to see really, she is welcome to Ukrainian territory. Never ever go to that region. You may try, of course, but no guarantee. Okay. Global Bloodstock, no specific red flags, but so many people say that Ukrainian girls will scam you. Don't listen to other people. Listen to your brains and listen to me sometimes. In this way, you will be protected, okay? So people can tell whatever, and everybody judge on their own experience. If the person had bad experience, of course, he will tell all these bad, unfortunate stories to scare all another guys away from Ukrainian women. But believe me, it's a very good, hospitable, kind, and emotional nationality. And you can find here a lot of really good women, but of course, a lot of shitty people as well. You just need to be careful and try to do some steps, not only research, okay? Maybe try to come first time, try to get your experience, and then we can discuss what worries you have, what concerns you have, what makes you think maybe she's scamming you. Don't listen to our other people. Okay. Okay, what else we have here? I'm sorry, guys, if I jump from some question, maybe missed somebody, I will check them later, okay? Here, yes, age gap really does affect relationship, for sure. Global Bloodstock, specific question, are there any restaurant you would recommend in Sumy? A lot of them, of course. Oh my God, 1 hour passed, guys. We were talking and talking and talking. Okay, 5 minutes we have. So, Viva Oliva, Saja, Gredis, Safari, Loft. If you remember this, if you remember the names of these restaurants, very good restaurants. Zdibanka, by the way, very good place, good hotel, nice picturesque view, sauna at the bank of the river in a good district, very good restaurant. And the Kaliba, just in front of Zdibanka. And not only Kaliba, one new restaurant. I never been there. I will remember and tell you next time. Very good with traditional food, a lot of shashlik, you know, this grilled meat. Very good one. A lot of restaurants. I can give you the list, really, which foreign people prefer with the good prices. Not maybe like, they're not cheap, okay? Not cheap, but really good cuisine, and foreign people can afford that. Okay. Okay, Ross, welcome back. Vita, you're very classy and beautiful, distinguished woman. Thanks. Nice to see you also. Prepare your questions. Don't forget to visit us next Saturday. It will be November 9th, if I'm not mistaken, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Prepare your hot burning questions like we did today. Next time, probably we will discuss difference in mentality, but I'm not sure still, but okay, we will think this. And waiting for your feedback, of course. Who still, guys, didn't subscribe to our channel, please do it by simply clicking in the lower right of the screen by notification bell button in order not to miss our live episodes. Okay, also like our episodes because we need to grow. We need as much viewers as we can, and in this way we can help you much better. Okay, guys, good luck. They usually meet 1 or 2 times and they ask money. We were not happy, Louise, just to meet good woman. I'm Ukrainian woman. I never asked money even from my husband. I prefer to earn myself. So remember this. Never ever. while dating, I ask for some money because I never want to have this debt and to be owing something to somebody, or people can make some complaints. I gave you money and now you owe me something. So don't forget about this, okay? Global Bloodstock, thank you for the restaurant list. Can I have your email address and I will send my email details to you. This I will tell to our moderator, okay, and we will fix it. Hi, myself, Ravi. Okay, guys, I hope I didn't miss the main question. If I miss somebody, but I hope not. I was trying to answer all your questions. I hope you're satisfied today. You see 1 hour passed very quickly, and I hope these advices, some of them was very useful. I'm waiting for all of you next Saturday. Please come back, get back to our channel to support me. And I was really, really happy, and I want to say great thanks for everybody who supported me, who remember me, and who came today and spent time with me. Okay, guys, have a nice weekend. Love all of you and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.